Ags! We have some information for you to get ready for your first Fightin' Texas Aggie football game. First off, don't be alarmed if everyone around you starts yelling "hump it." It just means we're about to do a yell.
In order to hump it, put your feet slightly shoulder width apart. Bend, put your hands on your knees, and yell!
Note that Harrison is not twerking or the Hunchback of Notre Dame. He is respectably humping it.
Now, it might feel a little awkward at first, but don't worry. This position is scientifically proven to make you louder.
Now if you hear
uncover,
that means you have to take off your hat or whatever you have on your head.
we take our hats off whenever we're going to sing school songs like The Spirit of Aggieland or the Fightin' Texas Aggie War Hymn. Now, there's one more phrase that you need to know at sporting events, and that is off the wood. When we say off the wood, it means to get off the wood or the bleachers. We do this as a sign of respect whenever there's an injured player on the field or if we're about to sing one of our school songs. After we finish our yell, we end it with our class Wildcat. A Wildcat is a way for you to show off your class spirit, which brings us to story time. You see, Ags, way back in Old Army. For clarification, Old Army is any time in the past. That could be 50 seconds or 50 years. Anyways, back in Old Army, there were 4 cadets. I just did 3 because I can't count. But there were 4 cadets who went off into the woods. A freshman, a sophomore, a junior, and a senior. And they were in those woods and they found themselves a wildcat.
Shh, be very quiet. We're hunting wascally wildcats.
So they were walking through the woods looking for that wildcat, and eventually they came upon him. And the freshman was so scared, he ran away screaming, "Hey!"
So the sophomore, full of enthusiasm and wanting to prove himself, took 5 shots at the wildcat, but missed each time. So the sophomore wildcat is A.
So next up was the junior. He walked up to the wildcat, and he fired off 3 shots and hit him once in the ear. So his junior wildcat is A. Whoop! 1.
So finally, the senior knew he should have just done it himself, and he comes up to the wildcat and brings him down with 1 shot. A whoop!
Now, a few more things about wildcats. If you do the wildcat of the year above you, it's called pulling out, and it's considered good bull and means you're red ass. But you better be prepared to push. So if Kayla was to do her junior wildcat,
A whoop!
then she would have to do push-ups if somebody older than her told her to. But remember, this is challenged by choice, so she can choose whether or not to do them. If she does do them, she has to continue doing push-ups until somebody older asks, "How many push-ups have you done?" Go.
How many push-ups have you done?
2023. A. What I just did is considered good bull, but there is such a thing as bad bull, such as pulling out for the class 2 years above you. For instance, the freshman can't do the junior or senior wildcat because that's considered bad bull. Well, that's the Aggie Wildcats for you guys. Thanks and gig 'em.
Hold on. What was that? What was that gig 'em? I bet you might be wondering exactly that question. Well, to answer that, the gig 'em is a way that we show our admiration here at Texas A&M. A little bit of history. Back in 1906, Yell leader Pinky Downs, he was getting the crowd excited as we were about to play those TCU Horned Frogs. So you know what we're going to do to them, Ags? We're going to do what we hunt frogs with. We're going to gig 'em. Anyway, that's the history of the gig 'em. So thanks and gig 'em.
Alright, so as y'all can see, that skit was about the different Wildcats here at A&M, and as you can see, there's a specific Wildcat for each of your years here at Texas A&M. Make sure you do your year's Wildcat if you pull out, or if you do the Wildcat the year above you, the upperclassmen might make you do push-ups. Thanks and gig 'em!